Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is April 20th, 2024, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the Russell 2000, that's IWM, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only because, as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's just take a quick look. Last couple of weeks, I have been warning you about the bears have been let loose. Who let those bears out? You know, that was last week and a couple other weeks ago. Who let those bears out back on April 6th? And let's go ahead and see where we're at now and what those bears are up to at this time. All right, let's jump over here to this quarterly chart. Let me zoom. Oh, man, why did I do it like that? Maximize sell. And here we are. Again, starting this quarter off, I'm kind of waiting. I know some people killed it this week to the downside. But here on this big quarterly chart, I added a couple moving averages on this quarterly chart. There are what I will show you, the 5 and the 10 moving average. These are moving averages that I have to use on this because there's not as much data. You don't end up using the 50 or the 200. So you have to go down to a smaller something that makes sense to you based on your trading plan and your trading strategies and all, and put something on there. I'm just showing you one of the little things that I do and all. Right now on the Russell, we are at that faster moving average and all, getting ready. We made a little bit of bounce. We're still above pivot. We at this point again where it's wiped out almost a full quarter and all. So what do? If you're not already out of your trades, this is you got to have a drop dead place, and it's right here at a place where maybe we can get a bounce. You have to kind of like just wait and see. But let's go ahead and go down to the monthly chart. We're still above pivot, so I'm looking for it to bounce right here in this area, and maybe I can get back into the game. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick look at this monthly chart. As I said, on the monthly chart, let's zoom in here a little bit. We can see that we've wiped out the last 2 months, just like we have done on the Dow and all. I had already mentioned about how this 10-9 moving average was getting flattened out, and now it's beginning to turn over a little bit. This is another early warning sign, a way of using moving averages to see what's actually happening in the market and all. So we got to see where we're at. Again, we're down at a support 1 and broke a support 1 already. We closed below that support 1. Going down to a support 2 level and all. That is possible. Anything is possible in the market. But based on what we're seeing, we do see this market is steady dropping at this time. Let's go down here to this weekly chart and see what's happening. We haven't crossed this 10 again. So we are still, technically we can say we're still bullish, but the bears look like they are beginning to gain control and all. I'll say it that way. But now let's take a quick look at this weekly chart and look at this weekly chart. This is another nice sign based on like what I saw on the quarterly chart, and now I'm seeing on the weekly chart that we are at a moving average. These are the 50 and the 200 moving averages I'll show you and all. And we are getting a bounce at the 50. Will we get a bounce at, this is where it broke out above the 50, came back down and touched the 50 and bounced, came almost back down to the 50 again and bounced. We're at a 50 right now where it went below and ended up closing above the 50, and we got to see if it's going to actually hold up or not. But based on the pivots, we almost went down to an R3 on monthly pivots. Again, go back when the market is dropping, some homework for you to see how often it actually comes down to an R3 and reverses, or comes down to an R3 and actually goes lower, on a weekly chart. So, but this is what I see. We had the bearish pattern up here at the top. We had a confirmation of that bearish pattern, and now you've had a week of this thing actually dropping and making money to the downside. Some people were. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at this daily noise, and you can see the Russell was really kind of funny. The Russell gave you chances to play it to the upside and to the downside. And that, me, I'm an upside type player. But you got to realize, this is one of the things that when you're in a bearish market and you're trying to play against the trend, your trades are probably not going to make you as much money. They're not you're not going to get your $1, $2 in a downtrend and on an upward move. It's just a profit. As I say to one of the traders that I trade with, it's just them taking profit now. The market has dropped. They got to take profit. Some people like making money. They're going to take a little bit of profit, and you're going to see the market reverse back to the upside, and then it's going to go right back down. And that's what was happening a lot during the week. As you can see, we did have a couple of days where we did ended up with a green candle, but overall we ended up with a lower high and a lower low those days. And here we ended up trying to get a higher high, but we ended up with a lower low, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low. Even on this green day here on Friday on option expiration, we was at 2 on a pivots, and it just happened to actually end up closing above that. But again, you got a lower low and a lower high. So this thing can continue to the downside. We will be opening up a low pivot and we just got to see what happens. And that's all I really want to share here on the Russell. Again, hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys having a great weekend. And happy 420 to you guys who indulged in 420. And I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.